Welcome back in, everybody. We're going to start with the second game of the first series with Matreshka making a late bid for safety here in the Eastern European region. Being able to take game number one away from NAVI, it means that they are one game away here from getting the second win of the series, second series win, excuse me, of the season, of the tour. Not of the season, of the tour. The season is obviously, of course, all three tours combined into one, but Matreshka, again, one game away from being able to get themselves onto a 2-3 score, which will put the pressure onto Cybercats to try and match that, as they will then be the favourites for the second slot of relegation, as Sibe 0-5 haven't even won a single game here, Sibe, so they are pretty much looking like they are going to be our first candidates for relegation away from the Eastern European region. And yeah, Matreshka, if they win this next match, and NAVI Junior just not looking up to their 3-2 selves here against Matreshka. Matreshka looked fairly confident with that Queen of Pain. And just taking a look what's happening in the lobby. Nothing much. Yeah, no, with that Queen of Pain coming out against the Stormsprit was just never able to get going. And yeah, they ran over NAVI Junior here. NAVI Junior coming out with a Broodmother as well as the Morphling, two of the stronger heroes in the meta. Just were not able to get themselves out. It just didn't happen. It just didn't work. And unfortunately, NAVI Junior, this could be out of their hands now. If they lose this one, it means that one of Team Sexy or Storm will be taking over taking over them in terms of the placement in the table. We'll be stepping up into that second place, and NAVI Junior, their fate will be out of their own hands. They'll have to rely on, well, who have Storm got left to play? NAVI Senior could do the junior team a favor, as well as, is that the last game? Yeah, it will be. So Storm and Team Sexy and NAVI Junior will all have one series to play after this. In fact, it's going to be Team Sexy up against NAVI Junior. So if Storm go ahead and beat Team Sexy, then NAVI Junior beat Team Sexy as well, and NAVI Senior beat Storm, we could see potential for tiebreakers coming out on the 28th. But yeah, no, that's all down in the future. You know, we'll just have to see how that's going to go on, because that's, well, again, there is going to be someone that steps over. If NAVI Junior lose the series, there's going to be someone either from Storm or Sexy that leapfrogs them in the table, does hit that second place. We'll see who it's going to be. Meanwhile, we are going to be able to get ourselves into the draft shortly here for this second game of the first series. Again, Matreshka, they are leading with that first game when they want to be taking this one. They want to be moving through and securing themselves at least partial safety ahead of Cybercats. And Cybercats, again, we've talked about it. They've got themselves NAVI Senior left to play Moneymakers as well as Matreshka. So that Matreshka-Cybercats matchup might be the decider between the two teams if Matreshka are able to win here today. If not, Cybercats might pull Matreshka back onto even footing. But yeah, we are going to be able to get ourselves into the draft. So let's see. Anglia Timsor ban out. I wonder if NAVI Junior, if they ban out the... because they do have first pick. So maybe they have another idea how they want to try and play around this Broodmother, but it didn't really work out for them
10 seconds remaining
in that first game. So NAVI Junior, yeah, we'll see which way it's going to go for them. Whether they do maybe want to try and force out a ban from Matreshka onto that Broodmother, maybe whether they think they're going to be able to do it and, you know, play it again, maybe have a bit of a better go of it this time. But it just seemed like NAVI Junior, they were just way too passive in that first game. They let Matreshka take over the map, take control of the game, and they just weren't able to get kills. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going to go for them in this game, as we do get ourselves again just taking some time to think about what they want to ban out. They ban out the Spirit Breaker, so the Batrider comes out for NAVI Junior. Matreshka now, if they want it, the Broodmother is still there, as Matreshka ban out the Medusa. That Pugna Storm combo is available to them as well. Queen of Pain still on the board. They looked so good in that last game, and yeah, I wonder what the actual answer is to that Queen of Pain. You know, what they go for the techies. Ooh, Primal Beast. Okay, Primal Beast starting to see some play as it comes out here in this game. I think it's the... I'm going to do a quick flick through.
Dire team ban.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Just Magnus?
Team ban.
He was on holiday. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like we've seen any Primal Beasts. As far as I can tell, we might have seen... Yeah, no, I can't see any.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay. Take a look at the stats as well.
5 seconds remaining.
He's been played twice, has a 50% win rate. Who played him? It was played by Cybercats. Oh, Cybercats played him twice. Okay.
Radiant team ban.
Fair enough. So Matreshka taking a page out of Cybercat's book. They ban out the Pugna. Again, the Morphin this time is going to be taken away from NAVI Junior. Magnus is out. This hero, I still think he's really strong. Teams are kind of hesitant to pick him up because of the change to the self-empower and the agility growth change. It means that he only gets 50% of the damage when the empower comes out, but also the stats reduction as well on the agi growth. Excuse me. It does mean the hero doesn't come online as quickly. He doesn't get as powerful. He's not as menacing when he does join in these team fights. But I think he's still a really strong hero. So they ban out the Void Spirit. NAVI Junior. What do they want to be removing? As they could take some of this reserve time, because they will be thinking about the next phase as well.
10 seconds. Radiant team ban.
So they take out the mortar again. Okay, fair enough. Matreshka have made that mortar work, I do believe, a couple of times. So we'll see just what Matreshka want to be banning out. Do they want to go back for the sword? I mean, they have that next phase of picks, so they could go for the Queen of Pain again. They look so good in that last game. And setting up something like the Pulverize. The Pulverize now goes for BKB as well from the Primal Beast. So they go for the Darkseer. So what? Oh, mid Primal Beast? Could be the 4 or the 2 here with the Darkseer coming out. More than likely, like 99% going to be the 3 here for Matreshka.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, so we'll see what it's going to be for NAVI Junior, how they want to respond to this one.
5 seconds remaining.
Because the Primal Beast, big tanky boy, gets on top of heroes with ease, can interrupt the Batrider. The Magnus might be able to get an RP back, but if he does, the Matreshka Primal Beast should just be able to straight up leave.
Dire team pick.
Or join in if he wants to. You know, if someone gets skewered back that's not him, he just charges in, joins in, gets that Pulverize off. As the Ember Spirit comes out for NAVI Junior. If it is going to be the Queen of Pain here, I think for Matreshka, it's going to have a bit of a better time than the Storm Spirit.
Radiant team pick. Mirana.
Oh, for the Mirana, though. So, offlane Magnus, position 2 on the mid lane Ember Spirit, 4 and 5 Batrider Mirana. Yeah, okay, you can set it with the Searing Chains into an hour. It's a really good combination with the Ember Spirit, this Mirana.
I can
10 seconds remaining.
But I do think it means that you have to go for an earlier couple of points in the Searing Chains. Usually you see around level 5, level 7. You go for a point in the Searing Chains, and then you just leave it at 1 point as you max out the Flame Guard and Sleight of Fist. I think now by level 7, probably wants 2 points into the Searing Chains just to be able to set up with the arrow from the Mirana. And how did Matreshka want to pick around this one? Because the Ember Spirit, they probably don't want to go for Storm Spirit themselves. The Ember Spirit does get aggressive with they go for the Ursa. So yeah, is this going to be the 4 or the 2 on the Primal Beast? I don't know if the Primal Beast really... I mean, it's magic damage on the Trample. So the Flame Guard might be enough to send him away here. The Ember Spirit has a good time against melee heroes in the mid lane. So it could be the 5 techies, the 4 Primal Beast. The Darkseer...
5 seconds remaining.
With the Primal Beast, you'll be able to drop an Iron Shell and then the Primal Beast just charges in. Gets that trample damage off in the lane. It might not be too bad to be... You do really want a melee laner with the Darkseer as well. Like I said, just to be able to pop that Iron Shell. Really tanky position 4, which the Primal Beast does fit the mold. So maybe they don't want to put the PB up against the Ember Spirit in the mid lane.
Radiant team ban.
What else? They ban out the... Okay, so they ban out the Queen of Pain this time.
Dire team ban.
Matreshka, you've got to ban on the Huskar. Yeah, if you want to ban out the Queen of Pain, you can play the Ember Spirit mid. You've got to ban out the Huskar. But NAVI Junior, are they going to think about this? They're taking the time again. Running through a lot of reserve time. They ban out the Storm Spirit. I think the Ember Spirit actually has a really good time up against the... Yeah, the Ember has a really good time up against the Storm Spirit in lane, because again, the Storm Spirit has no guards. You can just carry on walking up with the Flame Guard, Sleight of Fist damage coming through as well, to secure the range creeps, secure last hits. And you just walk up and punish the
10
Storm Spirit for
seconds remaining.
having the audacity to have no to have no guards.
5 seconds remaining.
vsMatreshka, they have final pick. I'd really like to see a Huskar pick come out from Matreshka here up against Ember Spirit. And what carry? I wonder if they ban out. What did I see yesterday? I saw a Weaver come up against an Ursa, and the Weaver did ruin face, but I don't know if Juice plays that Ursa. Plays the Weaver, even the Ursa's already been picked up from Matreshka. So again, yeah, they're going to take the time. Maybe not just about this next ban. They ban out the Monkey King. Yeah, no, fair enough. Does alright up against the Primal Beast and the Darkseer, both obviously being melee heroes. Can get the Jingu Mastery off. Though if you get controlled out by the Primal Beast, the Ursa should just be able to rip you apart.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, NAVI Junior, what do they want to pick up as a
5
carry?
seconds
Yeah, they could
remaining.
still run the carry Magnus, have an offlane Batrider or a different offlaner completely. Bloodseeker is still there as well. No, it's not. It got banned out in the last phase by Matreshka. That's me not paying attention. That's me harping on about the Huskar pick and not paying attention to the bans. Jug is still there. Jug being more and more popular at the minute. Maybe something out of left field like a Budge, maybe?
Radiant team pick.
Juggernaut.
Yeah, gonna be the Juggernaut. Makes sense. Good hero, gets a lot of momentum, matches the pace of the Ursa Burr if the Ursa Burr wants to go towards the Battle Fury. The level 20 crit heal is really nice as well. vsMatreshka. Just
10
over a minute to
seconds
think,
remaining.
but... Oh, do they lock it in now?
5 seconds remaining.
I think I still would like to say, I'm kind of, with the Queen of Pain and being banned out, I'm kind of like solo focused on this Huskar pick. The puck is still there as well for some control if they want it. It could be a good dream call into the vacuum back, holds them into the wall. While the Ursa rips through them with the Battle Fury damage. So there are still options here for Matreshka. It's gonna be the Wind Ranger.
You may now select your
okay.
heroes.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe Natty's a little bit more comfortable on the Wind Ranger. Yeah, okay. Don't mind that pick. There's a lot of right-click damage. Richmond can't really guard against it. The power shot should clear off the flame guard pretty much as soon as it comes up on those early levels. Maybe not towards the later levels. Well, it depends on what Natty builds into. But yeah, for the most part, should be a good hero. You've got the lockdown with a shackle. You know, it is one of the longest lockdowns in the game with that shackle shot if you do latch it, which means it's going to open up the focus fire onto Richmond. Stop him from being able to get that remnant away. So I don't mind this pick on the Wind Ranger. Again, the Universal Heroes suffered a little bit of a nerf coming into the 7.33D changes, but I still think they are strong heroes. They're just not as strong as they were, which is, I think, why teams are hesitant to pick them up. So, yeah, no, we'll see how Matreshka's going to be able to play around with this Wind Ranger, but I do like the pickup. It's going to have a lot of harass. Can, again, lock down the Magnus if the Magnus is going to try and get in, jump in, skewer out. So we'll see how it's going to go, but first we are going to take a quick word from our sponsors over EGB and then dive into the second game. I'll see you after this one.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system, welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, as we get ourselves in, we hit a pause. We do hit a pause. Smoke coming out straight away from Matreshka. Oh, okay, it's Rudy's disconnected. But yeah, no, Matreshka. Really good lineup. Like what they've picked so far into both games. And if they can see this one out, they will put themselves in the lead position to survive Division 2. Both Sibe and Cybercat's going to be the main relegation. You can't call them targets because they're not being targeted by the teams, but candidates. Candidates is the word I'm looking for. So, yeah, we'll see how this one's going to go. 5-man smoke coming out from Matreshka. Probably not going to be looking towards first blood, but could maybe actually... Do they have the potential? Nothing skilled up for anybody just yet. Sticky bomb from the techies, but that's a given. So, smoke wears off. It looks like it was just for the vision. No major rotations, no major gank ability coming out from Matreshka. They didn't want to make anything happen. Yeah, they just played around smoke to get that early ward out on the die side of the map, just so they can have some information here. To maybe... Yeah, Dark walks himself up to the tower as well. We'll see that in the mid lane. They ping out on the Mirana. The Mirana is going to be the only one they're looking to defend this top tier 1 rune. So all the runes are tier 1s. Maybe not the illusion rune. That's probably like a tier 3. But... Okay, let's see. Joke. Trying to step into this. Does the win range want to go? It's only going to be the Batrider now as well. He might look for the snatch on Matreshka. Yeah, God, the juice going to be forced away. So it looks like it should be 3 bounties going the way of Matreshka. Even forced out a Jug spin this early on. Down for the next 30 seconds or so. So Iron Shell going to be a lot of damage. Actually went for the vacuum here on the Dark tier right off the bat. So it has to hit level 2 before the Iron Shell comes out. We'll see how this win range is going to do in the mid lane. Up against the Ember Spirit, I maybe prefer the Ember Spirit a little bit with the Flame Guard. No, the win range is going to be able to play away. Yo, the power shot comes through. What's the Flame Guard level 1? 65, and the power shot, if it hits him first, 170. Or if it hits him at all. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, there is going to be the Sleight of Fist coming out. Level 2 already here for Richmond as he cleans up that creep wave. But pretty much, I think the Wind Ranger should have an alright time as well. The Steering Chain's going to be a little bit damaging the Flame Guard as well, but he's going to be able to win run himself away out of danger if he wants 90 Narwhal. Meanwhile, in the top lane, yeah, once that Iron Shell starts to come through, the more spins they force out, as the trample comes through from the Primal Beast, so at level 1, Riddy's going to be taking that trample damage to the face. Yeah, how's Natty doing? There is going to be the ward going down, though. So, see, Richmond going to try and do it again. Level 2 comes out there as well, so he does go for the win run on the Wind Ranger. Top lane, the spin did come out from Juice. He's going to be low on mana now as well. Flame Guard going to get popped. Does it get popped by the power shot, though? Wind Ranger not going to be throwing it out just yet. Going to be playing away from the Ember Spirit, so in no real danger of taking damage. Doesn't have to... Well, now he does. At the bottom lane, you can see the Dark taking some pressure coming out from the Batrider. But yeah, it's... Days, he's going to give as good as he gets here. You got the techie sticky bombs. Once he hits the level 2 as well, he's going to have the blast off potential. Retsu is still only level 1. Last hit wise, this Ursa only hit 5 last hits. The denies coming out from this Batrider. Just the one deny, actually. But from the top lane, Melis gets the kill with the vacuum. So Dark's here with the first blood. That's going to be the Ring of Health if he wants it. Curry's come through now as well. It's Primal Beast. Primal Beast's going to be able to get himself the Windlace, a couple of mangoes. Okay, Riddy's TPing back into the lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, what's the power shot level 2 coming out now as well? Yeah, just straight up clears out that Flame Guard coming through. Wind Range with a bottle already. Ember Spirit with a bottle, but already got the empty bottle. As the Sleight of Fist comes out, Natty Narwhal going to try and get some benefit from the Sleight of Fist. Yeah, into the Wind Run. So Richmond not really going to do anything about that after the Sleight of Fist comes out. So Natty Narwhal keeps coming through with a power shot. This one won't hit. Top lane. Do they want to go again? Iron Shell coming through. He doesn't have enough mana for the Onslaught here on the Primal Beast, but does have a Mango, which should give him the mana. Bottom lane, Ursa, he's got a bit of catching up to do, because even though that top lane's being pressured out, the Juggernaut is getting all of the last hits, it seems like. So the Ursa, yeah, he's just going to try and get a few of these up. He's catching up, but the Magnus is still going to be on top in terms of last hits in this lane. So let's see here. Richmond, Sleight of Fist comes out. Natty Narwhal. I mean, both of them get the water runes. Back on the top lane again. I just want to keep an eye on this one, because the Iron Shell damage coming through, the trample damage is going to be there now as well. So it opens up the chance to get another kill in this lane. Speaking about kills, do they get the chase onto Daze? One more right click from the Ursa burn. No! Just gets that heal off. And the Batrider going to be A-okay there. If he didn't get that one off, that would have been a kill to the Ursa. But as it stands, it just wastes a bit of his time, pulls him away from the creeps. So yeah, Daze maybe looking for a rotation, but no lasso. He's only, what, level 3 on the Batrider.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jug as well, level 3. Didn't go for a point in the Blade Dance just yet, just fully into the heals, the spin. Riddy's... He did give away that first blood, just trying to do some more and maybe some D-Warden to come out here for the Mirana. Power Shot going to be used by the mid lane, Wind Ranger. Laguna and Juice, though, they are kind of stirring off against each other because Laguna just keeps walking himself up without an Iron Shell this time. Riddy's going to take some damage. Again, the Primal Beast, maybe just trying to bait out the spin from the Juggernaut so then they can go out. Iron Shell going to do a lot of damage to Riddy's. Riddy's has to back himself away here. Really like this combination of the Primal Beast and the Darkseer coming out. It just means that if you do pop up a second Iron Shell, you're going to be able to get this chase down. Maybe trying to force out some leaps because the Mirana, they do have ways to protect themselves in this top lane now with the spin as well as the leap. Speaking of spin, it will come out onto Malice in the top lane. Do they have enough damage, though? A way to deal with this one. The Healing Ward comes out. There's going to be the jump in, though. Laguna comes out with the trample. Do they have enough damage to get the kill onto the Juggernaut? Juggernaut's still going to heal up. No way to deal with this Healing Ward because he did go for the trample. And the vacuum doesn't connect.
I can press my button.
Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Techies will go down. Ursa's going to try and get the kill, but the Batrider with a Firefly will be able to back himself away. Does he have anything to heal himself up on the Batrider? No. Okay. Just going to try and play away. He's got that tier 1 tower regen coming out. Retsu, though, 1 point in the Earth Shock. Does he want to try and maybe get on top of him with the Overpower? As Dark will be able to refill the bottom. Nightingale now will be punished a bit in the mid lane. As we can see in terms of the last hits, he's on 30 to the 29 of the Ember Spirit. But that Flame Guard getting stronger and stronger. Sticky Bomb comes in now. Shackle won't latch, but the Blast Off will now. Focus Fire. Level 5 on Richmond. If they get the chase down, I think he'll be able to get enough damage. There's going to be the Fairy Fire for coming out. Richmond, does he get himself away? He does not. Nightingale picks up the kill. And all of a sudden that lane equilibrium goes right back in favor of the Wind Ranger. Good setup there. Good rotation from the Techies. Level 6 on the Ember Spirit, and that doesn't work because the Shackle Shot didn't latch. So the Ember Spirit probably would have been able to dive himself away. But before he hit 6, it was a really nice one. Zuretsu maybe looking for the chase down. Yeah, okay, Batrider's going to be away. Magnus is still doing a really good job at farming on this bottom lane, though. Not really being contested, not really being pressured by the Ursa just yet. Power Treads are up for the Mag. This top lane, Melis, he's going to just look for the creep skip. Got 3 points in the Iron Shell. Yeah, going to get the pull out. The arrow comes through here. Melis, though, has that surge. Doesn't even need it. Just going to go straight up for a TP. Once the arrow's been used, there's no real way to stop that. And once Juice is spinning. Yeah, the Vanguard there as well for the extra protection. Darkseer will be fine. Just gets the TP out. Going to be able to surge himself back to lane as well. Brown Boots being picked up. So it is going to be the Greaves, it looks like, here for the Darkseer after the Vanguard. Mana Boots already been started on. About 600 gold off from being able to get himself that booster. Mid lane, though, was that setup slight fit into the Searing Chains. They do have it. And there's going to be the leap in now as well. Starstorm comes through. Wind Ranger, though, with the Wind Run. Trying to get himself away from the Remnants. Is there going to be any safety TPs, anything like that? Shackle comes through. Nightingale, though. He had the damage. He had the damage to get that kill. Laguna. But there's going to be a Remnant away, and Richmond will just be able to leave. So this game, 8 minutes in, still fairly even. Juggernaut, top of the net worth. Going towards the Battle Fury. Has to be careful with his courier because the Darkseer just carries on looking to skip this wave. Batrider getting the stacks out. It's going to be the cornucopia arrow. It doesn't connect Dark. He's going to be able to walk himself away from this one. Mid lane now as well. Laguna's looking for the level 6 as a Wind Ranger. Just going to get back to lane by foot. Juice. He's got his ultimate up now. Does he want to try and throw it out onto the Darkseer as the Darkseer just continues to skip this wave? But the Darkseer, again, should be alright. Has a decent amount of health coming through now with this Vanguard. So the pull comes through. He's going to be able to go into the neutrals now. Power Shot onto Richmond. But again, unless this... speaking about arrow, it's going to be off the mark, though. The Wind Run comes in. He tried to calculate it, but only it was at 1 point into the Searing Chains. Yeah, it doesn't really last long enough for that arrow because it's not really the fastest moving arrow in the world. Unless you are point blank. So Searing Chain, 1.5 second duration. He tried to time it with the wind run, but the wind run shackle onto the creeps. Blast off this time, it won't latch. Now Richmond, does he actually want to go for the kill onto Dark? Sleight of Fist comes out and Dark has to move himself away. Is he going to be out of remnants? No, he does have enough mana. Into the waiting arms of Laguna. Power shot. It was like his spirit left his body as that power shot came through, because the remnant was coming out at the exact same time that it connected. And the damage Natty now will be able to pick the kill onto the Ember Spirit once again, even without that shackle. The Rotovator is going to be really nice for the win range up against the Ember Spirit. Yeah, Laguna, he knew that remnant back was coming. He just waited. They're thinking this could be a ward as well, but it wasn't. It was just Laguna waiting. So they might try and go for a D-ward here on Riddy's. Has a sentry coming in, but it's not going to be where they think it is.
The prize is mine.
Top lane Laguna, still not level 6 just yet, so doesn't have the pulverize after the onslaught here. The Primal Beast mid lane once again. Now they're going to be able to make another move. Richmond, Sticky Bomb, it's going to connect. He's got the mana for the remnant. The blast off is going to connect. They have a shackle, it doesn't latch to the tree. As the tree behind is broken. So Sleight of Fist comes out. Onslaught coming through from the Primal Beast, though. It is mid-animation. I know, well, taking a lot of damage. Arrows there from the Mirana, but he's going to be able to dodge himself around. Sleight of Fist coming out from the Ember as the Batrider has disconnected. A little bit of lag. Level 5 on him. Probably won't be able to get himself in there in time. If this kill goes through onto the Ember Spirit, Primal Beast is going to be able to get the Pulverize off onto the Mirana. So they might be able to get themselves a double off this, but it does rely on that first kill from the Ember Spirit. So after the puppy pause,
I can press my buyback.
the G comes out. Let's see what they're going to be able to do here. Again, the shackle won't latch, but the dive comes through. Primal Beast, Flame Break, actually pushes back onto Laguna. Yeah, Richmond, he's going to be able to get himself a double damage rune. Oof, that's pretty nice, especially when there's constant fighting in the mid lane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dark's here, just continues to skip this wave, going towards his mechanism. The Usurper finding free farm now as well, but so is the Magnus, really. The Magnus even going to be able to get a couple of these stacks. Zuretsu just continues to go for the right click.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top lane, though, they might try and go for the still again. Level 5 on Laguna. But they should be able to put some pressure, especially with the catapult creep here as well. Laguna, does Juice want to come in? There's going to be the rotation out now as well. I think we might have seen it. No, it's going to be a smoke rotation, but when the Juggernaut gets aggressive, 3 heroes up here, they do just go for the runaway. They might be able to get the kill onto the Techies. Techies going to get low. He will be taken care of. Riddy's gets it with the Starstorm. And then just the immediate eject here from the Ember Spirit back into the mid lane. How's the Wind Ranger looking? Rotovatos still a ways away gold-wise. Yeah, still a hell of a long way away. As the Primal Beast, gonna be the drums for him. Yeah, just straight up bongo boots for the Primal Beast. How's Retsu looking? Battle Fury, he's gonna have the gold for the Claymore. Yeah, I always get confused between the Broadsword and the Claymore. But yeah, the goal for the Claymore now-ish, and the recipe not too far behind. So another creep wave, another couple of camps or so. And the Usurper's going to have that Battle Fury, where we look at the Juggernaut. Jug, he has the goal now coming out for that Broadsword, but again, the recipe gold is just going to be a little bit too far away. The Vacuum, though, they're going to be able to get the jump on. Mirana will go down. Pulverize comes through. Omnislash, though, the wall has been dropped. Riddy's taking damage from the illusions. It's going to be the Juggernaut illusion that claims the kill. Even the rotation up from Retsu here to push down onto this tier 1 tower.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Fortification comes out, and Retsu will just be able to go right back towards the bottom lane. Batrider, though, level 6 now, has that lasso. Really good timing on that wall.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant tower goes down to the creeps. Batrider, does he want to go for this one? The Firefly is going to be there, though. A lot of damage coming out from Retsu. Retsu with a couple more right clicks. Does he have the catch potential? With that Firefly going, the Batrider can just go down to the low ground with that picky pole. No, Laguna, he thought he could get there. He could not. Just before the Batrider TP's out. It was a cute idea with the Twin Gate. Yeah, this Darkseer once again going uncontested in the top lane. Now has his Vanguard, has his mechanism. He might try and make a move onto Retsu. Retsu, though, has the Enrage, level 9. Battle Fury flying out to him. Clarity coming out from Laguna. And Yeah, Laguna's, he might find the techies though. The techies in the mid lane, trying to get himself, he has that level 6 now, so Point Man's going to be out, but Searing Chains, point blank arrow, this is going to be another death from the techies. I'm surprised he's not gone for like an early point in the taser or
Regeneration.
Natty, going to pop this regen rune.
Radiant's
Far away,
middle
about
tower
300
is
gold away
under
from the Rod of
attack.
Atos here on Natty. Mid lane hasn't been really being put under pressure from either side. Okay, the Dire one down to about 2/3 health, but after that, seems to get left alone for the minute. It looks like both mid laners, they are being contested in the mid lane, they're being pressured out by the supports, but the towers aren't really being traded off. I suppose early respawn times, really quick respawn times in this current, you have 2 other heroes that can defend it as well. So you don't want to push up, especially after a fight where you are pretty low.
I'll take that as tribute.
Yeah, the Ursa, how far behind? 300 gold behind the Jug. Another good pick-off on the Juggernaut, and the Juggernaut, the Ursa Burr will be even in terms of net worth. Oh, in the river though.
Dire
Laguna,
are
did you want to go for
scanning.
this one? Doesn't look like he does. Melis going to be able to get himself another... Oh, they do actually go for it. They're going to be able to get... Yeah, they do get the kill Dark. Takes him down with a Stinky Bomb. It was connected
Radiant's
mid-leap.
bottom tower
So the Stinky
is
Bomb
under
follows
attack.
and they take down the Mirana. What's Laguna looking at? Still on those drums. PMA. Going straight towards this Harpoon on the Magnus. They might try and make a move with that Sleight of Fist. Searing Chains, the skewer back as well as the shockwave damage. And they get the kill onto Laguna. Shackle Shot doesn't actually latch because the Bite Rider broke the trees with the Firefly.
Radiant's
Does the
bottom
Darkseer want to come
tower
through the
is
Twin
under
Gate? He
attack.
might do the Ursa Burr though. There's some protection from that. The Ursa's getting a free Roshan out of this. They might lose some pressure, but with the Techies being down here as well as the Wind Ranger, yeah, they lose Laguna. They're going to get a free Roshan, and then they might be able to come through the Twin Gate. And Retsu being protected off. Malice can take some of the aggro, pop this straight up Guardian's Greaves for the Darkseer. 15-minute Guardian Greaves. Moonlight Shadow comes out. Laguna's going to TP himself to the mid lane now as well. So the Wind Ranger has some protection. Retsu just gets himself a free Aegis. Dark. How's he looking at the TPs? Not too bad. TP's coming into the mid lane now as well. Was that Primal Beast? They could try and close out with this Aegis. Look for a 5-on-5 fight. The Ursa, about 200 gold away from your Blink Dagger. Maybe not. No, the Rod of Atos comes out. Is there going to be anything to latch to? There's going to be the Vacuum back now as well. The Blast Off comes through. Arrow, though. RP! It catches onto like 3-4 heroes. There's going to be a really nice Omni Slash as well. They get the kill onto 2. Make that 3 there. A's with the double kill. Really good setup. But the Ursa not being able to close the gap means that they don't get the kill onto the Ember Spirit. The RP comes through there. The Harpoon Dragon from the Magnus. Really nice to do, and then the Omni Slash follows up when everyone's on about 2/3 to half health. Just cleans it up the Firefly going over the top as well. You kept the lasso. You've kept the lasso for a gank, so the Bat Rider's going to be able to go back to base, reset, heal up, and then maybe look for a pickoff. Maybe pop this Aegis on the Ursa.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He does now have the blink. And again, yeah, the Shackle's not latching to anything. No, well, this time he's going to be able to find the angle. Do they have enough damage? They don't. Richmond able to get the dive away. And this is the thing, if you don't have the control. Only 2 points in the Shackle Shot because you went for the 4 in the Wind Run. Which means that that is not going to be. That extra 0.5 seconds, that would have been enough for one more right click from Retsu, and that would have been the death of the Ember Spirit. But you want 4 points in the Wind Run, which means that it's not enough. He gets himself away.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Retsu will finally be able to take this tier 1 tower in the mid. I think the second tower of the game
Radiant's bottom tower
is Magnus
is under attack.
looking on the bottom tier 1 to make it the third.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, Mag just straight up
Dire's
Harpoon
top
into Blink
tower
Dagger.
is under attack.
Wind Ranger going to be seen here by this ward. Power Shot comes through, maybe trying to scout out with the Power
Dire's
Shot, but
top
won't
tower
find anyone
is
here. The
under
Bat Rider, though,
attack.
gets the lockdown onto the Techies with that lasso. The Dark Taser is up, trying to get himself away from this one. Blasted back here by the Flame Break. Taser will go off, and God, the juice wasn't close enough. Laguna now is close enough. So 4 out of the 5 heroes from the side of NAVI Junior. I mean, it's still only a 1k net worth for NAVI Junior, so it's not a massive gap. I mean, 3 kills. Yeah, the Ursa Bird with the Age is still being able to farm up. So, Ember Spirit going to be the furthest one forward with the Bat Rider. Does the Bat Rider want to go towards the Blink Dagger? He's already got the Blink Dagger. Okay, so 4 staff coming out for days. So it's going to be that classic back build. You blink in, you get the catch with the lasso, and then you just 4 staff yourself away. Probably get yourself an Ogre Seal Totem there as well. Once, if that item becomes available to you for the extra bounce away. The Piggy Pole will give him the extra movement speed to move away with the lasso after the 4 staff. Smoke comes out from Matreshka though. It looks like it's going to be warded and seen. So 4-man smoke. You can see that NAVI Junior playing furthest away from this. Well, maybe not Riddies. Riddies, Robbazos, he gets the lockdown, the leap. It won't be enough, and Retsu does get the kill. Now the Bat Rider could be in trouble. There's going to be the surge coming through from the Dark Seer. Do they get the lockdown onto him? Then where's that vacuum? It's already been used now. Power shot, but Daze is away. Chase down, Natsunawa has got the shackle. No, nothing to latch. Doesn't even go into the Bat Rider really there as well. I think he was trying to use it onto one of the creeps. It's Richmond being chased down. Malice, just to scout him out, says, I know where you are. High fives coming through. Yeah, it's a bit of a marathon run here for these 2 heroes. Richmond a little bit quicker without the surge coming through from the Darks here in terms of just being able to leave with a remnant if he feels in trouble. But the blast off. Sticky Bomb does connect. Richmond has a remnant to jump away to right back into the high ground base. Joke's going to be alone here. Laguna just want to make a move. That win range is close. Smoke's going to come out through the mid lane, and now the Magnus catches up with a Jug. So yeah, Laguna just moved himself away. Not sure where the rest of the teammates are, so Laguna wants to play it not too safe as he moves himself into the river. Was that Rune? He gets caught out. Arrow comes through. Pulverize cancelled by the arrow. He's straight up dead, and the Techie should follow. Dark gonna go for the blast off, but yeah, Fireride's just to be able to lock him down. The Firefly damage now as well. Maybe trying to save it for the Ember Spirit. Ace gets himself a double kill. Just as Dark picks up the ag shot.
Are fortified.
So there's mid tier 1 tower. They'll go down to Juice. Yeah, NAVI Junior, the first one to break the 10 kill barrier. Matreshka just looking to farm up again.
Top tower is under
Not
attack.
as active. It doesn't feel like it's the first game. We're playing it a little bit safer. But this is kind of it. They don't want the game to swing back in NAVI Junior's favour overwhelmingly. You get 4 kills up. It's only 1k net worth lead. Ursa's still farming. He got that first Aegis as well, so he's going to be able to go into the Aegis cheese fairly quickly. He's got the Blink Dagger. He's got the Basher out now as well. He's going to be able to get himself on top of the Bat Rider. Where's that Bash? Retsu gets the kill.
I prevent forest fires.
Yeah, so this is where they're just letting the Ursa Bird build up, because the Ursa 2-0-0 in terms of death, kills and deaths, going towards an MKB because the Juggernaut straight up butterfly coming out for him,
Which my matriarch will
which he has completed now as well. Nullifier to cancel off the win run, which, yeah, fairly nice when it does come out. But I don't think the win range is going to be your main concern as the Juggernaut. You know, it's going to be nice for the rest of the team to cancel off that win run. But the Ursa with an MKB, he's just going to straight up run you down. He'll try and get the bashes through the spins as well. Abyssal Blade potentially to come out for him after the MKB, but he does want to make sure that he's going to be able to match the right foot of the Juggernaut here. So the MKB is going to be the priority before the Skull Basher.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Ursa just getting his courier over to the secret shop. As I see a group up coming through. Do they want to go for a smoke in the river?
Dire are scanning.
Ursa's 3 gold away from having this Demon's Edge as well. Which he does buy out, so he's going to have the extra damage. Yeah, I really like this. Just sending his courier back as well with a couple of items to sell he doesn't need anymore. So he's got the Wind Lace for that extra movement speed, the chase down Demon Edge with a lot of damage, and Basher, as well as the Blink Dagger to close the gap. Smoke comes out, and he's right in the mid lane. Going to be seen. Do they have enough? Where's that lockdown going to come from, though? No Blink Dagger on the Wind Ranger, so that Rod of Atos might not be enough. As they die, just taking through the Radiant Jungle here. Under any Radiant Vision, Juggernaut is. They're going to see the Bat Rider now as well, briefly. They want to go for the blink. Retsu, yeah, clean up. One more right click. And that Bat Rider doesn't even know what hit him. Straight up after retreat here now on the side of NAVI Junior. Moonlight Shadow will come through. But they get the lockdown. Drive back onto Laguna. Do they have enough to get the kill? Primal Beast. It's going to be taken care of. The Shackle. It latches. That's the real Juggernaut now as well. They do fade off to the Moonlight Shadow. They might just let this one go. Support for support. The Ursa wants to carry on farming through.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're going to give up a tier 2. Okay, Matreshka not looking for the jump here. The Ursa. Well, yeah, okay, the Juggernaut finished off the Battle... excuse me, not the Battle Fury, the Butterfly. He did finish off the Battle Fury as well.
So winded now.
But he finishes off the Butterfly here, so Retsu, he wants that MKB before he starts to fight on the Juggernaut. He doesn't want that missed chance to be super effective. Because at the end of the day, the right clicks are really all the Ursa has in his arsenal. The Shockwave's nice, but, man, doesn't really get past nice. How's Natty looking? Going towards his BKB, has the full Gleipnir out as well. Going to be good control in the fights. Laguna has the drums up. Wouldn't be surprised if he just goes straight up bongo boots here. You know, what's that position for? He's not really had a good time, Laguna. 0, 4, and 6, so he's had 6 assists, but you'd want the Primal Beast to be able to get a couple of kills first. Get a couple of kills out of this game. And it's just not come through for him here. Ember Spirit, though, walking right up. That's the real one as well. Laguna, is there going to be anyone to back him up? Nope, the dive away Ember Spirit goes right down to the other side of the map.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Where's Roche? A minute and 26 away, so it's going to be a nighttime Roshan respawn. MKB as well for the Ursa, 320 gold away, so he's cleaning up. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, speaking about cleaning up, the Wind Ranger going to try and survive for as long as possible, but the 4-man rotation coming in here. NAVI Junior, 45 seconds without this Wind Ranger. The Wind Ranger does have buyback, but doesn't really want to use it this early on in the game, because the Wind Ranger actually going to go for the Axe. Okay. There's Juice. Goes for the D-Vision. The proxy mines are going to be popped here. 42 seconds. Ooh, this actually might be a really good time because the Ursa's just about to get that MKB flying out to him. Wind Ranger's respawning as well in the next 10 seconds, so they're going to have about a 20-second window here before Roshan respawns where they can look for this fight. Laguna, he comes in, they're going to try and get the lockdown. No, the Searing Chain stops him in his path. And Laguna's taking a lot of damage to the Harpoon. Drive back onto the Ursula, but the Ursula pops that Enrage coming through now as well. The Wind Ranger's going to get himself in. The Omnislash comes through. Pulverize will be there. Do they get the kill into the Magnus? The Magnus is desperately trying to get himself away. The RP though, they catch onto 2-3 heroes and got the Juice trying to do what he can with the cleave damage, but they get the kill onto the tech. He's Dark and Laguna go down. They do get the kill onto PMA. Riddies will fall after this one. Retsu. And the buyback comes out from the Primal Beast, and now the chase down onto the Bat Rider. Bat Rider still has that lasso. The Lotus Soul comes through from the Darkseer. Power shot, but the blink away. And the Juggernaut just wants to straight up leave.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Really good buyback there from from Laguna to get disrupted. 3 for 2 trades. Forcing out a buyback though, you take 2 of the cores down on the side of NAVI Junior. And now you're going to be able to get this Aegis and cheese. Uncontested Roshan. That's just what the Ursa likes. Yeah, I think Retsu, I'd probably say go back for the Polar Abyssal Blade. After this, you know, just be able to get the jump in the full lockdown with the bashes. So we do get the pause. Wind Ranger. Oh, straight up disconnects. Okay. But yeah, NAVI Junior, even after that fight, keep a small net worth lead. But now I think it's Matreshka's time on the fights. You're going to have the wall up before the Omnislash, before that RP, before the Moonlight Shadow comes out. You're going to be able to put pressure on. You've got this Aegis, you've got the cheese on the Wind Ranger. You're going to be able to put pressure on the high ground. I don't think you're going to be able to fully take Elena Rax, but you're going to be able to force NAVI Junior to rotate back from wherever they are and force them to engage on your terms. Okay. So Windy, going to reconnect in. Now not going to be gone for too long. Yeah, going to be Wind Ranger. Really close to the Agnums. About 1,200 gold away from completing it here. Buys up the point booster, some more stats. Oh, just straight up health and mana. And then more stats to come out from the Axe. So Wind Ranger's hitting pretty hard anyway with just a Gleipnir in his pocket.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Let's see the Bat Rider. Just trying to do what he can on the bottom right to push this one out. But yeah, they do take a tier 2 tower now. Gonna be able to steal this outpost. The big thing for NAVI Junior is that Laguna did buy back. Power shot comes through. Did they have the control? They don't. They don't have the lockdown. Maybe something like an Abyssal Blade might have been enough, but it's going to be the Ursa going back for the BKB. 5-man smoke comes through though. They've already forced this Ember Spirit back. Where can they go? Where have they got the vision? They don't see anyone in the jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The Bat Rider getting close to moving through into the river though. The techies are going to see him now, Dark. That's the real days. But they were moving in the wrong direction. So it looks like with her advantage, Matreshka, that's no, she got himself a double down Junior here as well, bottled that one up. They are going to be able to trade off a tier 2. Zuretsu, yeah, just looking to get himself another tower. Has to wait for the creep wave. Ranger illusion, span him some time, but the creeps will push in now. They're going to be able to get themselves a second tier 2 tower of the game. Wind Ranger has to come back, push out this bottom lane. They don't want to give it any ideas that the tier 3 towers are open for taking. But this will split the team up. He has himself a double down for him as well. And yeah, we're going to see a Wisdom Rooms, but the Moonlight Shuttle comes through. I think the Magnus was hunting. Trying to go in towards what looks like his Lincolns for PMA. I think, yeah, it's just a cornucopia away. I think he has the recipe on the courier at the secret shop, which it is. So he's just waiting on the extra, what, 500 gold here. 400-ish gold to be able to pick up his Lincoln Sphere. Ursa, yeah, does still want to go towards that BKB. How's Melis looking? Melis wants a Hex. He's going to be able to get himself the Aeondis coming out now as well. How far away from that is he? He's actually got it. Yeah, no, he's got it. He's just not, obviously not going to put it together until he gets into a real panic situation. Another smoke comes out from the side of Matreshka, and we'll see if they're going to be able to get the jump this time. It's going to be the Juggernaut that come right up face to face with the Omni Slash. Takes down the techies, but now the spin comes through, but the Pulverize right through like it's supposed to be the RP. They get the catch onto the Laguna. Are they going to be able to get the kill? The Ursa Bird trying to do what he can with sleep damage coming through as well. Pops that Enrage. Pretty trying to run himself away from this one. Gotland's just going to try and trade off level 22, so he does have that Shackle crit. Excuse me, the Shackle crit gets shackled, but he does have that crit heal. Richmond, how's he going to try and get himself away from this one? The arrow does connect onto the Ursa, but it looks like they have the damage, they have the stun locks. He just will pop. Richmond trying to get himself away. He doesn't get himself up to the high ground. Oh, that Ember, he was trying to be cheeky, trying to get up to the Twin Gate, break the vision. They do pop the Aegis. But they lose the Jug, they lose, what was that, like a 3 for 2 and a 5 back on the techies. Ursa wants the Lincolns. He knows that he's still open to being RP'd. So it looks like he just wants that Lincolns instead. Going to be able to sell this Windlace, get himself the ultimate orb on the board if he wants to. Might just straight up buy it out. So what's he got? 3, 2... Okay, so about 500 gold from completing it. But yeah, big opening here once again from the Matreshka.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Wind Ranger, how's he looking? Blink Dagger to come out for Wind Ranger. Yeah, I think you do need to go back for this one after the Ags. I mean, you're putting out 200 damage per click. Well, before the reduction coming through, 30% reduction coming through from that focus fire. But you do want that blink in so you can get the right angle for these shackles, because some of the shackles have been great, but some of them have just been a little bit off as the Ursa does actually complete out the Abyssal Blade. So not going to go for a Lincoln's, not going to go for a BKB, just straight up builds up as we do see the Gale Force coming out for the Wind Ranger. 5-minute smoke though, RP 4 seconds away. NAVI Junior looking for a big jump. Who are they going to be able to catch out now? Again, no Aegis on the Ursa. Has that cheese though if he needs it.
Radiant.
Elven Tunic, the jump forward, Yule Steps comes out, Techies, do they have enough lockdown? Let's give it a jump in now as well to get the kill. Ursaberg going to be dragged back here by the Harpoon into the skewer of, but the drag back with the vacuum to get this wall down. They're going to be able to get the kill. Magnus PMA trying to do his best. The RP comes through. It doesn't actually finish off the animation, and they get the kill onto the Magnus. The buyback comes out from the Batrider now. They have a buyback on the Magnus if you wanted. The Omni Slash in the back lines, but Retsu going to try and trade off on the Juice. Juice healing through up with the crits, but the damage coming through from Retsu. It doesn't matter because it stacks up from the Fury swipes. So you heal as much as you can, and now the M-Spirit lockdown. Slaughterfist comes out. Do you have enough here? He's got no remnant for the next 3 seconds. Where's that damage going to come from? It's going to come from Natty Narwhal. Daze tries to get the 4-staff down. Blink comes up from Natty Narwhal. Doesn't actually have the mana for a Shackle Latch, but just buys time. No, the blink away. The Batrider. Chase coming through from Ursa. Has that Abyssal Blade if he wants to try and throw it out. The Flame Break pushes him back. Retsu taking these proxy mines to the face. Blinking, Dark gets a kill onto Riddies in the backline anyway. Chase down from Natty Narwhal. One more right click. It's not going to be enough because the 4-staff comes through. And the Batrider's back on the high ground. They have to wait for this creep wave to catch up though. It's right back towards the tier 1 in the river. Actually taking down a sentry of its own volition. But again, how did that fight look? They lost Laguna, but they wiped pretty much everybody. The Batrider had to buy back, so he avoids the dieback. RP wasn't used. It was literally mid-animation. It was like probably 0.1 of a second from completing on that RP, and Retsu was able to get the kill. You know, stacking up with his teammates now. So the Satanic, in terms of gold, 1350. So what? 1450, 4150 that he needs. So he needs another 1,000 gold.
Every coin helps.
Meles, I was looking, he did combine into the Aeon Disc gun towards a Lincoln Sphere of his own. Wind Ranger, it's going to be a Lincoln Sphere there. Everybody wants Lincoln Spheres. Primal Beast's going to go towards a Ghost Scepter. Yeah, Bongo Boots to come out first. But the Ghost Scepter shouldn't be too far behind the Primal Beast. And that makes sense. If he's going to be the one jumping in, maybe potentially tanking out the Omni Slash from the Juggernaut, who wants to go towards his own Axe. The Scythe comes out for the Darkseer now. So yeah, it is the Axe into the... I wonder what else for Juggernaut. So you want to go into an MKB of his own? Probably not. Maybe a Satanic for the Juggernaut after that Axe. 5-man smoke though, Roshan. Oh, it's going to be a really quick one. It's going to be a daytime spawn coming through the gate. Do they have any vision? They don't have any vision to see this. I don't know if Matreshka... Yeah, Roshan respawns in the daytime pit. The TBs are going to be coming through now. They're not going to take this twin gate. Yeah, the Ursa's TPing himself up. Primal Beast's going to do it on foot. Roshan comes through. So, they're going to make a start, but where can they go? They need to land the RP of a lifetime here. PME tries to get himself in with a Harpoon, but there's not going to be a dragback, and now the lockdown Lincoln Sphere gets broken. He does get the RP, the Shackle comes through, they're latching down onto PMA. The Gale Force comes through, he's trying to get himself away, but the chase down from Natty Narwhal. They get the kill, the RP was committed onto the Ursa. It just didn't do enough, he already had the enraged going. Now the Ursa into the pits, trying to go to the back lines now. Did they find the catch onto Daze? Daze hides himself into the trees. Buyback comes through. What can this Magnus do without an RP? You get the lockdown come through onto the Juggernaut. Let's go for the drag away now as well, but the Pulverize comes out. They get the catch. They get the damage. Omni Slash will fly through. Laguna trying to show it with Dark. Dark gets the Yule Scepter off Laguna. He might go down now, but do you have the lockdown onto the Juggernaut? Juggernaut's going to be vacuumed back into his doom. Skewer back here, but it's just going to be into the waiting arms of the Ursa. They clean up 2-3. Can they make it 4 now? Lockdown onto the Emissary. Emissary Abyssal Blade comes out. The buyback from the Juggernaut. The Hex! It stops the TP away from the Mirana. The Hex gets that TP cancel, and now Riddies slowly but surely will be whittled down. Natty Narwhal gets it with a power shot. Only the Jug alive. Ember does have a buyback. But yeah, they force out a dieback there from the Magnus. Without an RP, nothing he could really do after that skewer to lock down the Ursa, and the Ursa just rips him to shreds. So, Meles picks up the Aegis. They give the cheat. No, they give the refresher over to the Ursa. No, they don't. Yeah, they do. No, they don't. Okay, Cheese goes the way of Natty Narwhal. Ursa gets the double refresher. So he's going to be able to double enrage, double Abyssal Blade. But yeah, you've got no Magnus for the next 44 seconds. Your base is wide open here. The Jug is looking for farm.
Dire's top tower is
He's going to be nowhere near this Ag Scepter. Matreshka, they're going to be able to clean this up. They're going to be able to get a lane of racks out of this, I'm
Radiant's
sure.
middle tower is under attack.
Now let's get to the refresh shard. Okay, so the Ursa passes it over. Yeah, okay. Just gonna hold that Satanic. Dogs here wants to double back in the double wall. Not only does he want to kill the side of NAVI Junior, he wants to kill their computers too, with that double wall. So, to clean up one lane of racks, yeah, back themselves away. Jug on the bottom lane. It's going to be careful here. Juice is going to try and go for that TP no spin. Entrance cancel blast off comes through. Half a second sooner. Or, you know, later on the TP. And the Techies gets that blast off no spin on the Juggernaut. And stuns him out in place.
One of me ain't enough.
Radiant are scanning.
Now he gets himself the illusion room. Just going to send out the high ground to scout out now. They get that skewer back, but it's only onto the illusion of the Windrunner. Windrunner is going to use that other illusion as well. Cleaned up by the Juggernaut. Yeah, this top lane's going to push in. So, NAVI Junior have to be aware of that one. Try and fight outside the base. They're going to get drive back into the Ursa, but the Ursa has that Satanic. Doing a lot of damage. PMA is going to try and get himself away as the Yulset to Laguna. The control comes out. Vacuum back in. Where's that control? They're going to get themselves another vacuum into the wall coming through now as well. The RP disconnect. But it's going to be a lot of damage onto Malice. Do they get killed? They pop this Aegis. Retsu's getting close to going down. But he has that kill from the Satanic. Rips through Richmond. And now got the Juice going to try and do the same. They just take him down. This is going to be GG. Well played. NAVI Junior. They were the favorites coming into this one. And NAVI Junior, they in that last fight just get ripped through. Well, not even in this last fight, through the full 2 games. Matreshka able to take control 28-19 and a 30k net worth lead here, 39 minutes in. Matreshka, they take this first series in a 2-0 fashion. They put themselves in a good place to survive through in Division 2 of Eastern Europe. And unfortunately, NAVI Junior, well, they aren't going to be the favorites anymore to take that second slot of promotion, as they will lose out, as one of Team Sexy or Storm will jump above them in the next series. So that is going to be it for the first series. What time are we? We've got ourselves a bit of a longer break, as we are going to be just sitting back and waiting for the second series to start. It's going to be about in an hour's time, so get yourself ready for that food, drink, you know, maybe a quick nap in, and come back in about an hour for the second series of the day, which is going to be Storm versus Team Sexy. We'll see you after this break.